Seen a lot of stuff about sauna and cold plunge lately? Not sure what to make of it or how to do any of it? Skeptical about the whole thing? Keep watching. I'll cover some things you'd want to know. We sacrifice our health in order to make wealth. Then we sacrifice our wealth in order to get back our health. The Dalai Lama. This quote stays with me whenever I'm contemplating spending money on my health. Then it pushes me over the top to just do whatever I need to do to get healthy. When my health was at its worst, I would have spent every dime I had to go back to baseline, not even my best. Don't wait until you're at your lowest before you do something. I urge you, don't make my mistakes. I've been doing sauna and cold plunge contrast pretty regularly for close to 15 years now. Before I bought my sauna, I would hit this place called the BRC Spa. It's a Russian bathhouse in Fairlawn. I'd go there 1 to 2 times a week minimum. This place is awesome. I would do a sauna, then cold plunge contrast multiple times until I went to the relaxation room and just passed out. Their saunas are insanely hot. Their one sauna has 3 levels to the seating. The low level's about 205 degrees, and there are some days where the top level's been 250. And their cold plunge, forget about it. There's some days where I swear it's below 32 degrees. Now, little did I know, the one I've been going to is one of the more badass sauna spots in the United States. People from all over go to this one. And it's getting a little more popular now, but when I first went there, I was so intimidated I didn't order food for like 3 years. Which I regret because the food there is awesome. I'd go there and I'd get the lamb kebab with rice and pickled onions. It's incredible. I love this place. So during some of my darkest times with anxiety and depression, the sauna and cold plunge were like my sanctuary. That place kept me sane and closer to steady. I remember there'd be weeks where I would go there every single day, no matter the cost. It's absolutely worth every penny. You cannot put a price on your health. When I went there, and even now, my protocol is very, very simple. I go into the sauna and I go as long as I want to go. And then the cold tub, I go for 10 breaths. Each set is called 1 inning. I try to do 9 innings, like in baseball. There's zero research associated with this protocol that I'm aware of. Some of the dudes that were in there told me about it, and now I do it. Sauna plus cold plunge, 1 inning. Sauna, as long as you can take it. Cold plunge, 10 breaths. Simple. I love this protocol. And it's fun. There's no stress of having to look at your stopwatch and trying to keep up with the research to make sure you get the proper hormone secretion. When you're done, you're done. And then you can hit the cold for however long you want. I chose 10 breaths. Everyone that does it feels amazing afterwards. Another add-on to this is after the 10 breath cold plunge, wait 2 to 3 minutes, then go back in for another 10 breaths. The second cold plunge isn't nearly as bad as the first, and it cools you down more so you could be in the sauna even longer next time. Now, even though the goal is 9 innings, sometimes I only hit 4. It's not written in stone. It's just a fun and simple protocol to follow and try. And by the way, I don't think I've ever done 9 innings. One of the cooler things is there are days where after 5 or 6 rounds, I feel like I don't even get hot in the sauna or cold in the cold plunge anymore. I hit like an absolute zen zone where nothing bothers me and I'm at complete peace. I can stay in the sauna as long as I want and the cold plunge as long as I want. It's amazing. It's a very similar feeling to like a runner's high. It's like a super surge of endorphins. But whether I get in 4 innings or 7 innings, I always leave feeling better than when I walked in, and I always sleep better than if I hadn't done it in the first place. Another simple protocol is one that an elite coach, Randy Huntington, told me about.
I have an old Finnish method for the sauna protocol. You get in the sauna, you sit there until you get 25 drips of sweat off your nose, and you go in the cold plunge for 3 minutes. Then you go back in, 50 drips, back out. You go back in, 75 drips, back out. Go back in, 100 drips, back out, come back in, just get warm again, and then you're done.
3 minutes. At what temperature is the cold plunge?
Well, a lot of times we're breaking ice off it.
I haven't tried it yet, but I'm sure it's good. Now I have my own cold plunge. Many of you see me posting videos on Instagram hating my life in preparation to do it. I call it my morning negotiations. But none of you have really heard me list the benefits that I've gotten from it. Now, outside of my college years, I had never done cold plunge without doing a hot tub or a sauna prior. This was the first time I actually did it without doing anything else. And the truth is, I was terrified of the cold. Absolutely terrified. I can't stand the cold. It used to take me walking out of a 250-degree sauna in order to get in, and even then, I'd negotiate. Like, I don't need to do it. It's too damn cold. The reason I started doing it, for me, the cold plunge was one of those uncomfortable things that I was just going to talk myself into doing. I hated it so much, and that's why I felt like I needed to do it. I did it just to battle my demons. I didn't really do it for any other reason other than I knew it would suck, and I'd have to sit there and endure it. At one point, I had done a 60-second morning cold plunge 65 days in a row. Here are the benefits that I noticed. Instant energy, more mental clarity, more energy throughout the day, less anxiety than usual, more morning erections, and better quality erections. Why? I have no idea. Maybe a decrease in inflammation, increase in testosterone, increase in circulation, decrease in stress, decrease in cortisol. Maybe all the above, maybe none of the above. I couldn't tell you. What I do know is a foundational sign of male vitality is enhanced when I do it, which in my opinion means the system's working better. Here was my cold plunge protocol. Cold plunge first thing in the morning for 60 seconds, followed by 2 to 5 minutes of barefoot grounding on my grass outside without drying off, no matter what the temperature was. And that's it. I felt great. I noticed the improvement in energy and mental clarity and anxiety right away. The difference in vitality improved after about 10 days in a row. Now, I know the cold plunges are expensive, so if you can't shell out the money, I totally get it. Stick with going to 7-Eleven, grabbing bags of ice, and putting them in garbage cans. A great hack to avoid going to the store for ice all the time is by buying bottles of water and freezing them. Then you can put those in your garbage can and fill it up at your house. The water bottles can be reused, so it's a less frequent purchase of bags of ice, but the downside is it's just going to take up your freezer. It's definitely a time and money saver for sure. I've also seen some ice chest hacks where guys buy freezers for $500 to $1,500, seal the corners, fill them with water, and use those. Do whatever's best for you. Either way, in my opinion, you cannot put a price on your health. We sacrifice our health in order to make wealth. Then we sacrifice our wealth to get back our health. Give it a shot and see what's right for you. I hope this was useful. I'm trying to be as helpful as I possibly can. If you found this useful and want more stuff from us, let us know in the comments. Like, subscribe. We're going to be posting more stuff like this more frequently on YouTube and Instagram at The Freaking Adults.